So, there's a new rule coming to town in the UK, and it's all about words. Imagine you want to come work in Britain. You've got the skills, you've got the dream, but now you might need something else. A-level English, that's the headline. The British government are rolling out a new requirement. They set the rules for who comes in and who doesn't. It says many foreign workers will need to prove their English is at the level of a British teenager finishing high school. This isn't just about saying hello and thank you anymore. We're talking about a much higher standard of language proficiency, a significant step up from previous requirements. When the government says A-level standard, what does that actually mean? Let's break it down. In the UK, A-levels are qualifications students typically take when they are 17 or 18 years old. They are advanced, specialized subjects that prepare them for university. So A-level English isn't just about being conversational, it's about being able to analyze complex texts, construct sophisticated arguments, and use grammar and vocabulary with a high degree of accuracy and nuance. It's the kind of English you'd need to write a persuasive essay on Shakespeare or a detailed report on a scientific study. It's a significant jump from basic conversational fluency. Think of it like this. Many previous English tests were like getting your driver's license. A-level is more like driving a Formula One car. The test would likely involve challenging reading comprehension passages, structured essay writing tasks, and a speaking component assessing complexity and correctness. It's a formal, academic benchmark many would need to study for. The government has laid out several key reasons for introducing this stricter English language requirement. At the top of the list is public safety, workplace standards. The argument is simple. In high-stakes professions, clear communication can be a matter of life and death. A spokesperson might say something like, in our hospitals, care homes, the ability to understand a patient's needs or a doctor's instruction without ambiguity. It is not a luxury, it is an absolute necessity. This applies to many sectors. Think of a construction worker reading a complex safety warning on heavy machinery, or an IT professional writing a clear report about a critical system failure. Beyond safety, the government frames this as an economic issue. A workforce with superior English skills is more productive, more integrated, and can contribute more to the economy. Higher language proficiency allows workers to take on more complex roles, train others, and innovate within their fields. While the government presents a case for safety and integration, critics have raised a chorus of serious concerns. The most immediate fear is that this rule will create crippling staff shortages in essential sectors that are already struggling. Industries like healthcare and social care are heavily reliant on overseas workers.
A leader might warn, this policy, while well-intentioned, could be catastrophic. We are already facing a massive shortfall of carers.
Imposing an A-level English requirement will shrink an already tiny pool of applicants, potentially leaving our most vulnerable citizens without the support they need. Critics also point to the practical and financial barriers the test itself creates. These are not cheap exams. The cost of the test, preparation courses, study materials, and potentially multiple retakes. For some, this financial burden can be an insurmountable obstacle. Opponents argue it disproportionately affects skilled individuals from poorer nations, risking a system that filters not by ability, but by ability to pay. To understand the real-world impact, consider the story of someone like Maria. Maria is a highly experienced and compassionate care worker from Spain, who has worked in a UK nursing home for 3 years. Her residents adore her. Her colleagues rely on her. Her conversational English is excellent. She can soothe an anxious patient, she can share a joke. She can clearly report health concerns to the on-duty nurse. She never completed formal academic English at an advanced level. Under the new rule, she could be required to pass an A-level equivalent exam to renew her visa or change jobs. She works long, exhausting shifts, and she has a family to care for. Finding the time and money to study feels impossible. The thought fills her with anxiety. She might reduce her work hours to study, causing financial strain on her family, and leaving her care home more short-staffed.